Here we are again, folks.
Jesus.
We're running with no hiccups whatsoever. Welcome to, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to This Is Awful.
No, stop.
No, we're just kidding. We're just kidding. Are we on time?
We're on time.
Oh, shit, we are on time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Square Circle Maniacs Pro Wrestling Podcast. The Prodcast.
We're podcasting, everyone.
Where I'm getting a hit with a cattle prod right now. A Prodcast. My name is Johnny Bottles, the man on my left, sipping on a cold alcoholic beverage, is the great Dr. Don Wayne, the neckbeard psychologist. It's been a couple of days, Don, and here we are. Better late
Been a
than
hectic
never.
week.
Don't call it a comeback. Here we are.
I want to address it real quick. People have asked me about it. Thank you all for your thoughts and prayers. My daughter was hospitalized Thursday. It was a scary situation. She's home now. Everybody's fine. Thank you for asking. I don't want to get into her details, but it was a scary moment. So she's fine. I'm fine. Mama's home. Everybody's home. Everybody's happy. We're here to talk some wrestling. Pull up a chair. Have a cold beverage.
Of course.
Enjoy the evening.
Of course.
We're back on Sundays. Haven't done this in a long time. We used to do it all the time. This is kind of cool.
It feels odd.
It feels like a Saturday night's main event. It's a throwback, Bottles.
It does. It does. Speaking of Saturday night's main event, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Like he always tells me, we're going to get there. Doctor, what do you got first? What do you got?
I was entertained by Saturday night's main event. Let's just kick it off with what it was. I was entertained by last night's show. A lot of people were not. I don't know why. I thought it was a fun show. It had a little bit of everything that you wanted.
It had,
I thought so anyway.
Comedy. It had drama. It had title changes. It had blood, violence.
Some of those matches were downright ridiculously violent. Good Lord.
2 women bleeding.
All over the place.
All over the place. Fallon Henley and Lyra Valkyria. The great Lyra Valkyria. Doing the work of a lifetime right now.
CM Punk busted himself open some damn how. I have no idea how.
Yeah, by his eye, wasn't it? Like by his nose.
It was over his head. It was up top of his head.
It must have leaked down with the perspiration.
Yeah.
And he
whacked, by the way, thank you all. Thank you all for
Cody
watching.
Rhodes
If you're out there, if you can see us live, let us know. It's not showing anybody's watching. I don't know what's going on with this thing right now. It ended itself. It canceled itself. We had to restart it. I don't know what's going on.
Ooh.
I think we're live, pal.
Let me go to YouTube, pal.
I'm going to guess we are.
I'm going to go to YouTube and find out, pal.
Right now, Super Chat. We got Denisha in here. Bottles, Enzo, and Big Cass. Our boys are coming home. She's excited.
They certainly are. They certainly are. Cass is coming.
One of them is. I don't know about both of them. I don't know about both of them yet.
They'll both be here. If you see a vignette on Raw for Enzo Amore.
We're live, by the way. Confirmed by Mrs. Don Wayne.
Mrs. Don Wayne?
She confirmed it.
Very good.
Weird day. Anyway, that's something we can talk about right off the bat. Thank you, Denisha. Bottles, you've been wanting this for a long time. This has been your thing.
Yes.
How excited are you to have them coming back?
Oh, I absolutely am. I absolutely am. If I owned that company, they would have been back a long time ago. Of course, Cass had the contract with AEW and all that, but I would have told him not to sign it. Just heal yourself up, do what you got to do. We'll bring you back. It's a license to print money. How you doing shirts will go through the roof.
I don't understand how AEW had this big ogre and didn't use him more. He's one of the few guys in that company that actually had size and looked the wrestling part. And he sat on the bench or these stupid Jericho gimmicks for the whole time. I still don't understand it.
You know exactly why. You know exactly why.
Because, well, here's my guess. This is my best educated guess. Tony Khan relates to guys that are his size and stature. You see it all the time. You see those guys get the push. The Orange Cassidys get the push. He likes the Jungle Jackoffs. He likes all those guys. The big trees get no love in this company. They get no belts. The only one that's got the belt is fat-ass Mark Davis. That's the only one I can remember with a belt of meeting. And he's got that national title. I don't even know what the hell that's supposed to be. I don't know what title in AEW stands for what. I don't understand anymore. There's supposed to be a tier in all of this, right? There's supposed to be a pecking order.
Right.
It was the AEW Heavyweight Championship. Then it was the TNT Championship. Then he introduced the Atlantic Championship, which became the Intercontinental Ballistic Missile Championship.
Sure.
Then he brought out the old National Championship. The TNT title apparently is no longer the second of the pecking order, which I don't understand how that's even possible. How is the second show or the second belt you ever created for the men not the second highest title? I don't get it.
Because it's on a young guy who came up from the Indies, Kevin Knight, and it's not on any of his heroes, like an Okada or a Takeshita or a Moxley or that sort of thing, or an Ospreay. It's even on Kyle Fletcher. He loves Kyle Fletcher now for some reason. Who's not? I'm just saying. I'll tell you how I feel about Kyle Fletcher when we get to the AEW review. But let's going back to Enzo and Cass. It's a license to print money. They're not there to put on 5-star classics. They're there to make the crowd laugh, like Danhausen, do a little bit of wrestling, have Big Bill kill everybody in the ring like he should be doing all along, killing everybody in the ring, and have Enzo Amore cut a funny promo and do the little dance and sell T-shirts. The kids are going to love it. Even the New York crowd. If they were at Madison Square Garden last night for Saturday night's main event, they would have came out to a hero's welcome. They would have.
I can tell you this much. That crowd last night was hot. That
big time.
That Madison Square Garden crowd was into it. The main event. Let's get into the show. They had a pre-tape show with Trick Williams. He won. No big deal to me. Just it was there to fill the show.
Triple A talent he faced, Laredo Kid.
Yeah. Paige and Brie Bella versus Fatal Influence with JC Jane. And we finally got the women's titles off of Brie Bella. Thank God for that. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Well, they both looked like they were off. They both looked tired. Paige and Brie looked tired. Brie was doing all her greatest hits, taking all her husband's moves, doing all that bullshit, which is what she's got. That's all she's got left. And the little pirouette around like she does with her sister. That's it. I'm glad they put it on Fatal Influence. They gave somebody something to do. The belts are going to be, people say, well, so-and-so elevates the belt. Well, in cases like this, you need a belt to elevate an up-and-coming talent like Fatal Influence. And Fallon Henley, she was bleeding from somewhere.
Yeah.
And then some kid pushed her, and she got all
I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah. You didn't hear it. She put it online. Don't touch the wrestlers. She put a little video online. Don't touch the wrestlers. J.D. McDonough got hit in the head with a red cup or something when he was walking down the ring, which is like throwing a pebble against a brick wall with that melon he's got.
I guess.
But it was from the same family of people. Someone threw it at JD and someone pushed Fallon Henley, and they were all in the same family. Go ahead.
You brought up Bryan Danielson, and I'm glad you did because Tony Khan finally said something you've been saying now for months. For months you've been saying it. He's too beat up to do anything anymore. His neck is killing him. His body's giving out. Tony Khan was asked why he's not using him for commentary anymore. That's what he said. He's too beat up to commentate anymore.
He's too beat up to travel. And what he does
is the truth.
He sits at home and he writes critiques on his phone of the shows and sends them over to Tony Khan.
He must have had a hell of a note to send over after Wednesday night because that was by far the worst AEW show I've seen all year.
Highest rated in the last 2 years.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know what the hell brought that about. That show was boring as shit. Even I fell asleep during that show. It was so bad.
Good Lord. It was like a fever dream. I barely remember it.
Well, I'm going to bring back all your nightmares because I got my notes right here. Danhausen versus JD McDonough.
Yes.
That was a fun match. This was a let me up moment. It was a lot of laughs. They brought back the little people. They were jumping all over the place. I like Danhausen. I didn't think I would. He's comic relief. He's not here to win gold. It was just a fun segment. Let me up match. It was great. Danhausen won. I was entertained by it.
Can you imagine?
Old Jughead was running around selling everything.
Selling everything, man. Dom was selling. Everybody was selling for these guys, for Danhausen and crew. Can you imagine having Danhausen signed to your company and not doing anything with him?
That still blows my mind. That still blows my mind.
Right.
That still blows my mind that he was there for this long and had this much gold, literal gold, Jerry, to give out to the wrestling audience.
It's gold, Jerry.
And we got nothing for 3 years at AEW. We got nothing.
Can you imagine Netflix not having a Danhausen cartoon on the air right now? They're working on one, I heard. A Danhausen cartoon. Yes. It would be hilarious.
I'm shocked. I really am. You had this guy sitting there and said, no. And he fits everything Tony likes. He's a smaller guy. He's weird. He's got his funky gimmick. It's a modern gimmick. He'd love the guy, and yet he didn't use him. I don't get it.
Because they don't have writers for that show. They don't have any writers. That's what the
Sanctuary. Sorry. Danhausen won. Moving on. Bailey versus.
What a band. The Cult. What a band.
Yes.
Love Removal Machine. Remember that song?
Yeah, but She Sells Sanctuary. That video is one of the best ever. If you have never seen it, boys and girls, go check that video out because that front man was a star. My man was just feeling that shit.
Ian Astbury. Do you know when they had when the Doors were trying to make a comeback with that Jim Morrison? They hired him to be Jim Morrison in the New Century Doors. I'm telling you. They played Doors songs. It was the Doors without the lead singer. And Ian Astbury filled in as an ersatz Jim Morrison. Love me 2 times, babe. Sing that song. Go ahead.
Lara Valkyria versus Bailey.
Bled like a stuck pig.
This feels like it's going to carry over to SummerSlam, doesn't it?
Oh, she's leaving. You didn't know? Bailey will be gone.
Here we go with this shit.
Bailey's going to be gone. Hello? Hello?
I'm here.
Is Don on the phone? Is Don on the phone?
Again. Every time she loses a match, it's come home. Come home. You'll be treated. Shut up, nerd. Shut up.
AJ Styles is going to sign too. It's going to be AJ Styles and Bailey, and then Drew's going to leave, and he's going to come back when his movie debuts. And then you're going to have Zoe Stark come in. It's going to be glorious.
Fantastic.
Hello, Frisco. Oh, I'll be staring at my corn-chip-colored toenails, just waiting in anticipation for her.
I could guarantee you I'm not holding my breath on this one. I have no doubt in my mind that Bailey won't go there until it's the end of her career, like Adam Copeland did. When it's the end and you're looking to get that big, fat final check, that's when she'll go.
The big, fat final check.
Yes.
The FFC, fat final check.
That's the one.
Yes.
Anyway, this match was better than it had any business being. I'll say that much.
It started out slow.
Yes, it did, but it picked up quick, and that blood really added to it. I don't give a shit. Blood still can add to a match.
Yes. Lyra sort of put her head up too quick and caught the elbow of Bailey right in the schnoz.
Right, and it busted that bitch wide open.
The ref was going to stop the match. Did you see him like 3 or 4 times?
Yeah.
Can you continue? And then he clicked the little microphone, the little wireless box transmitter on his belt. They say she says she's okay. Yes. That guy's a good ref, by the way.
And they continued. And they continued. Anyway, Lyra won the match. I like this new gimmick of hers. I'm interested to see where this is going. She needed a change. I like the heel turn. We'll move on from that. CM Punk.
Well, hang on a second. You missed one of the highlights.
Right. God bless America.
Highlights. One of the highlights for me at the end of that match, when she was making her way through the crowd going, what? And they're all going,
yes.
Boo. All the kids are going like that, boo. She gets to the top of the ramp and somebody yelled something at her and she turned around and they caught it on camera right before they cut. She said, eat my ass. And then scene, as you would say. And that was it.
I did hear that.
Did you go back and rewind it?
I went back and had to find it. I was like, there's no way she yelled, eat my ass to the crowd. She sure did.
Folks, if you recorded Saturday Night's Main Event, go to the ending of that match. Wait till she gets to the very, very top where the stage begins and the crowd ends. She turned to someone to the screen's left and said, eat my ass. And I had to I said, I got to hear that again. I did it 3 times just to make sure it was right. I turned the volume all the way up. Man. The dogs are going, what the hell was that?
Glenn Taylor in the house.
Glenn Taylor in the house with a super chat. $19.99. Thank you for supporting the channel. Glenn, thank you for everyone who contributes to our channel. He's a returning viewer. Great, with 2 T's, to see you back on. Hope things gazari. Well, bye for you guys. Glenn Taylor is deep in the cups right now, folks. I'm just joking.
It's just one fat finger. Hope things are well by you guys. We are. We're good.
Yes.
Thank you for asking. We're doing well. I hope you're doing well, Glenn. I hope you had a good weekend.
Absolutely. 1834. I don't know what that means.
I have to tell us, Glenn. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes versus Sami Zayn and Gunther.
What a match.
I've been calling it for weeks. and we're going to get to it. But this match was really good. This was a fun-ass match. This was action-packed. It never stopped. It had some old tropes that are always fun. Oh, his guy in the corner is not there to save him. He got knocked down. Gunther's healing his ass off. The ref gets taken out, and Gunther goes full heel, gets ready to whack him with the belt, whack him being Cody Rhodes, and in comes Nick Aldis and snatches Gunther out, hits him with the belt. This was great. This was great. Sorry, actually, Nick Aldis is the one that snatched the ref, correct? Yes.
Nick Aldis snatched the ref. The when Gunther leaned over to complain, Aldis had already walked over to the announce table and grabbed the belt and turned around and cracked Gunther in the face with it. Hence,
he picked it up off the mat because that's where it was.
Is that where? Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because Gunther came into the ring with it. Yes. Yes.
This was tremendous. I've been saying it's going to happen, and today they announced Gunther versus Nick Aldis will happen at SummerSlam. And the odd man out in all this is Sami Zayn, which leads me to wonder, will we get a three-way dance for the title? Because Sami Zayn's got a legitimate bitch. Hey, I've never gotten a rematch. I was the champion.
Right.
I didn't get my rematch. Right. I deserve one.
Right. Gunther versus Nick Aldis. And everyone said, oh, Gunther needs to be. They're fumbling Gunther. He needs to be in the title picture. He needs to be wrestling for the title. He needs to be wrestling for the belt. And then they did an angle where Gunther comes out. I should be wrestling for the title. I need to be wrestling for the belt. If you think that the WWE writers and the Triple H and all those guys aren't listening to the wrestling fans, the IWC, if you think they don't know what you're saying, they say, oh, we don't pay attention to them anymore. They do. They do. And it's also an allegory for everyone saying that Triple H doesn't know what he's doing. He needs to be taken out. He needs to be fired. He needs to be suspended. He doesn't know what he's doing. Nick Aldis is the de facto proxy Triple H in this whole thing. I think that's what they're doing. Authority figure, doesn't know what he's doing. The guy's jacked out of his mind, and now he's going to come
yelling at everybody,
yelling at everybody, talent. Pissed off,
holding him back.
That's right, holding all the talent back.
I am going to enjoy the shit out of this. This might be a top 2 match on the card. It really might. And they better get something going because right now SummerSlam's struggling on the ticket sales. Reports out there, they only have like 45,000 tickets sold. This is not what they're expecting when they booked it for 2 nights.
Tickets starting now. Have you seen the sign?
$25.
25. Tickets are as low as 25. Probably the nosebleeds, of course, but if they got to do what they got to do.
Well, I mean, again, they've done a piss poor job of booking and getting this all ramped up. You can't decide to ramp this shit up 2 weeks before you're going to go have the event. You just can't.
Did you see the after party, the after broadcast of?
I didn't. Denisha was talking about it, but I didn't see it.
That's where Gunther came out and was yelling at Triple H. Triple H stood up, and then Aldis came out. They got into a brawl, and Triple H had to separate the two of them. And he made the match.
I saw the replay of that, but I didn't see it live.
Yeah. They got it on Twitter. It's not I mean, you just Google it. Not Google it, but search for it on Twitter. It comes right up. So
the other part about this that got my attention was CM Punk when he went to leave the ring. He got the belt from Cody, and when he slung it over his face, over his shoulder, it whacked Cody right in the face. Yes. And Cody sure as shit said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught that or not.
I saw it.
Apparently, they got into it backstage on camera.
So what I thought was an accident that happened in the ring was actually, I thought it was a shoot in the ring, but it was actually planned.
Yeah. It looked good, too. They did it great. Amazing what happens when you have professionals doing this shit and doing it right. And whether you like Cody Rhodes or not, you can't say that he's not a professional at this. You just can't. I'm sorry.
I'm shocked that Gunther didn't pick up Cody Rhodes and throw him towards the ring post and crack his head on the wood.
Fucking lawn dart in his ass.
I'm surprised that never happened. Of course,
we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that here real shortly. There's a couple of news and notes I want to talk about. Jim Johnson actually is back in the wrestling news after being gone for so long.
He did an interview.
If you don't know who Nick Johnson is, Nick Johnson is most known for his musical contributions to the WWF, WWE in the 80s, 90s, and even the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. He made so many iconic songs. Real American was his baby. Bret Hart's music. Kane is one of his most famous. He loved doing Kane.
Mm-hmm. Not in a biblical sense, but
no. But he did a lot of it, and they were asking about, what do you think about today's music? And he said, it just sounds like noise. It's just noise. They're just throwing shit down the hallway and recording it.
Right. Well,
He's not wrong.
It's all AI. They're doing it through AI. And
he's not wrong.
what he did say, another telling point was, if a black wrestler comes in, why is this theme got to be hip hop? Why is it got to be rap? Why can't it be rock and roll? Why couldn't you have a classical song or song with classical elements in it? If a white guy comes out, why does it have to be a hardcore?
Sorry if I said Nick.
Song?
Jim Johnson, not Nick. Sorry if I said Nick. Thought I said Jim.
Nick Johnson?
No, yeah, his cousin.
Yeah.
He plays the drums.
Nick Johnson. Yeah.
Big Johnson. Anyway, I'm glad to see him back in the news because that guy doesn't get enough credit. He really was a huge part of my wrestling fandom in the 80s and 90s. Just everything he did, so good. So good.
Well, he walked away from what I understand. And that's why no Hall of Fame. And he's like dead to them for some reason. I don't know. Maybe he might have had a few choice words for Vince on the way out the door.
It's like the Earl Hebert stuff. Like, why? Okay, they got fired. Why are we not giving them their due? Why?
Right. I mean, they take everybody back. They took Bret Hart back.
Yeah. The cancer.
Yeah. He spit in McMahon's eye and punched him in the face. He didn't show anybody's head, though. Go ahead.
AJ Styles, another AEW, the AEW sickos want him so bad they can taste it. Mm-hmm. He had something to say about Michael Cole. Did you see that interview?
No, I heard what he said about Punk, but I didn't see what he said about Cole.
Yeah, he said commentating is just really good, man. I think we take Michael Cole for granted. I'm going to be honest. How quick-witted he is, how fast he is to point out certain things. It's pretty awesome, man. He's good at entertaining everything and pitching to commercials. And he's right. I mean, Michael Cole's one of the best to ever do it. He doesn't get his credit, I guess, because of the Vince McMahon era when he was being force-fed lines that he had to say that Vince wanted to hear. Michael Cole on his own is gold. And it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe, and this is going to shock some folks, he's the longest-running commentator they've ever had.
Yeah.
And it's not even close. It's not even a close second.
That's how good he is. He's so good that he's in charge of all the other announcers. He hires all the other announcers. He teaches all the other announcers. When I say teaches, he does that remotely through the PC, through the computer, of course. But he's in charge of all that shit, all the talking heads, even the backstage interviewers. I believe he's in charge of.
I believe he actually helped Booker T out and gave him the shucky ducky quack quack line.
Did he give him the "I just popped my D" line? I can't see Michael Cole saying, "I just popped my D."
Anyway, I just want to give him some credit, man, because I do like Michael Cole. I think he's great. And Bully Ray had something to say about Claudio.
He's got something to say about everybody.
Well, this one, he said Claudio has become background noise in AEW. He's just there. Bully Ray must have
started watching AEW last week.
In the NFL, they call him Jags. Just another guy. You're just another guy. There's nothing special about you.
That's right.
And I don't really know what else you're expecting out of Claudio. He's a good mechanic, but he has the charisma of a black hole. You're just not getting anything out of there.
Right. I mean, he's talking and trying to do promos back in WWE. And Vince said, "God damn it, put him with Heyman." And Heyman even came out and said that when he was managing Cesaro, he was just a proxy for Brock Lesnar. I was there to talk about Brock Lesnar not being there, and Cesaro suffered for it. Did you hear that in the interview we did a couple weeks ago? Yeah.
Okay.
So it seems like Bully Ray just turned on AEW television last week and saw that he's just background noise.
He's been that way for months, a year now at least.
For years. They try to do something with him. They give him a belt, a bullshit belt. Now
they give him a mask.
Now he's the Cucaracha champion from CMLL now with a mask and everything. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
That's just absurd.
You're going to wear that mask, says D'Antonio. It's going to be great. My name is Claudio, Tony. That's right. Claudio Cesaro. I mean, yeah.
Claudio Mysterio.
Why does he always want WWE guys? He does the most with the WWE guys when they come in. He doesn't do that much with his own people, except for Orange Cassidy, of course.
Orange Cassidy, he loves. He loves Darby.
He does love Darby. Speedball Mike Bailey.
I can't understand that one.
You got to put a manhunt out now for Speedball Mike Bailey. He's falling right off of television.
No, he was on TV this week twice.
He did a promo.
Yeah.
That's it. If you could call that a promo.
You want more of Speedball? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm about to say.
He should be the guy outside the parking garage going, come on in, come on in, come on in. Okay, stop.
I'm not trusting that guy to tell me where to park. I'm sorry. I'm just not.
He'll tell you where to park.
Yeah, he can tell me I'm going to go the other lane. I'm not doing that shit. There's also Sammy Guevara is back on the news, who hasn't been seen. You talk about a guy that hasn't been seen in a while. Wasn't this guy at one point in time called one of the 4 pillars of AEW?
Yes, he was, as a matter of fact. He's on Ring of Honor. He's on Ring of Honor. That's what they'll tell you. The sickos know. Ask the sickos. Dial 1-800-SICKOS, and they'll tell you where Sammy Guevara is.
He was asked how soon we might see him on television, and he said that's obviously not by call, but whatever they do decide to call. I think the last time I was on AEW was when I wrestled Darby for the world title. I was given, a couple hours notice. I just tried to do the best that I could. So he didn't even know he was going to be on TV that time. They just called him out of the blue.
Just like an hour or two. He was there, but just an hour or two, they said, you got to wrestle Darby Allin.
Unlike
the
British Bulldog. I wasn't even there. There's a little bit of news, and it's kind of a big deal. I want to talk about this. WWE has once again, stop me if you've heard this before, WWE has once again stripped Rhea Ripley of the belt because of injury, and they're having a sort of a tournament to crown a new winner. Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill, they won their qualifier, so they've moved on. Bottles, I feel like I'm repeating the same thing about this woman every other month. She's hurt again. She's hurt again. And I'm not trying to be mean, so please don't think I am, but she needs to see someone about her weight and her eating issue. She needs to talk to somebody.
That's the underlying issue, I believe, is what's going on here. She was the centerpiece of the women's division for how many years?
For quite a while, for the last 3 at least.
Yes. And all that pressure on her. And then she got married on top of it. And the husband's home trying to rehab his injuries, say he's ready to go now. But I'm sure she misses her husband. She's on the road all the time, blah, 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 doing press. She just doesn't wrestle on TV. You're doing press junkets, interviews here and there. You're doing shit like the Fanatics Fest, which is what they had yesterday afternoon in New York City. You're doing all these personal appearances. I'm sure she would like to be in a movie like some of these other guys and do this, that, and the other. But she just cannot handle the fame, the spotlight, the magnifying glass of social media, all the above. Well, what say you?
I think that she's gotten inside of her own head. Honestly, I think she's crawled into her own head and can't get out. And the weight loss was scary. When we watched her a couple of months ago, that was scary to see the dramatic change in her body. That was freaky looking, man. That was, there's no other way to put it. That she looked anemic at that point in time. She really did. And don't come at me with your bullshit hate. I'm genuinely concerned about the woman. It's not like I'm sitting here pissing on her. She needs to get some help. There is a problem with her. There is a problem with whatever's going on behind the scenes. And they're, in my opinion, Bottles, they're not addressing it. They're doing her no good. If you got a drug problem, they'll help you out in a millisecond. You know,
how do you know?
We'll get you to rehab.
How do you know they're not helping her out?
I don't think dude, if they are, they're doing a shitty job of it. I can tell you that.
If she's got issues if she's got mental issues, like we fear, then this injury is just a cover story. You don't know what the injury is. She said some half-hearted
you might
interview.
be right on that.
It's a meniscus tear, blah, blah, blah. I had tore half my meniscus and they removed half of it and years ago. And I walk around I got one knee swollen, but I walk around and do whatever. It doesn't hurt. It hurt at the time, but it doesn't hurt after they operated on it. I was good. I was good to go. But you do lose mobility. You can put more torque on your ligaments and all that shit. So maybe that's what she's worried about. I don't know. Maybe that just adds on to the pressure. on, and she can't handle it. And it's pressure not just for being in the media, being in the public eye. It's pressure under physical scrutiny. You've got to eat a tremendous amount of food to maintain that musculature. You really do.
Yes, I agree.
You've got to work out a crazy amount of time.
It's part of your job at that point. It's
Luigi Tron 51 for a 5-spot. Thank you, Luigi Tron, for supporting our channel. I think the reason she's getting hurt a lot and a lot of other talent is that the lack of reps they're getting. I don't know, just my opinion. Well, she was always on TV. She was always the centerpiece of whatever show she was on, and for the women.
But I understand what he's saying. Though.
Yeah, I do understand.
House shows, they don't say crisp, and they get sloppy, and some of the moves don't hit like they should.
Right, and not everyone's got access to a ring. You know, when they're living in a condo down in Orlando, Florida, they don't have access to it. You go to the Performance Center if they want to, but if you're living in Kenscock, Ohio, in a condo, you don't have access to a wrestling ring.
Who's living in Kenscock? That's a weird place to live.
Kenscock, Ohio.
Is it right next to Maple Virginia?
Maple Virginia, yes. Maple Virginia, Indiana.
Yes, Muhammad, everything's good now. Thank you for asking. We got to get to the meat of the matter. AEW did have a show. They should have just called it Beach Blast Recap because we got so many of those. I didn't know when the next one was coming, but it was a lot. It was a lot. Did you notice that?
It was a lot of recaps, but it wasn't recaps from the following week, the previous week, I mean. It wasn't recaps from anything that may have happened to a Collision to spur
they did
match.
Collision. They did Collision too. They did Collision recaps. They did as many recaps as they possibly could at this show.
Well, I must have fast forwarded through 59% of them, pal.
Well, there was a lot of them. That's why.
Jesus.
This building they were in held 5,000 people. They had 3,000 tickets distributed. And it was a pretty good crowd to start with.
Right.
The crowd seemed like they were into it. I wrote that down. They did a good job making the building look full. I thought they did a good job on it. They do the Beach Blast recap right out the gate.
Yes.
And now we get the Cracker Clan back in the bowels of the building. And Daniel Garcia is yelling some nonsense to Billy Oceanspray, who is headbutting the camera, it looks like. Do you remember this?
Vaguely.
Then he yells, "and time." And they pull away, and he's attacking a pad that Claudio or somebody is holding. I don't know what the hell this was supposed to be.
They were either training him to be a killer. I remember this now. He was smacking somebody who had the pads up. If they just would have showed the guy holding the pads, it would have been better. But
just the angle of it looked ridiculous. It looked like he was headbutting the camera. What the hell are we doing here?
It's just they try to do something different. And I think Moxley came out. Did Moxley come out?
Yes, I got that here next. Moxley comes out of stage left and tells Daniel and Lifeboy to give Copeland and Cage the fight of their life. And then he proceeds to coach Billy Oceanspray and prep him up and tells him, "You've earned this. This is the hard part is over. The hard part is over." And just
listen, I get it. Part down, bruv.
That's it. That's it.
A man doesn't see his greatest enemy until he looks in the mirror.
Thank you, Luigi.
It's a lot of platitudes like that come out of Moxley's mouth.
It's like you read a book of bad poetry and decided to go live with it.
When you wake up in the morning and you head towards that refrigerator, don't even think about putting butter on that Pop-Tart. It's bad for you.
Oh, God. Out comes Copeland and Cage. And look, I haven't gotten on these guys about their looks the way you have, but I got to say something now. They look old as shit now. They look old and gray and worn out and beat up. And it made me really think about it because that day there was a post from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has got gray hair, but he dyes his shit jet black so you don't see it, so he still looks young.
Right.
CM Punk needs to dye his shit. He's done it to a point finally recently. The beard's got some gray, but at least the hair's black again.
Oh, you paint the hair. Go ahead.
They looked like two old dudes in the ring.
They look like Statler and Waldorf from the Muppet Show. The guys up on the balcony. They looked old as shit. They always do. Adam Copeland. Good Lord Almighty. I remember I just saw clips on Twitter a few weeks ago of Edge and Christian in WWE. fresh-faced kids, long blonde hair. We all get old. Adam Copeland back then looked like a blonde Adonis, like a Greek god with the long hair and the little bit of a scruff on his chin. Now he's got the Smith Brothers beard and the short, ratty hair that's all kinky and curly. And Christian's growing that beard in, just looks like shit. It looks awful. They look terrible.
It looks like shit.
It looks like shit. They don't look like they're 54-year-old men. They look like they're 64-year-old men.
I'm not trying to be a jerk about it, but it's part of the gimmick, right? The wrestling, that's part of the gimmick, is to look younger, to have a cool look, not look like your grandpa that just wandered in from the fucking street. You want to have a match? Let's wrestle, pal.
Well, Ric Flair says some pretty off-the-wall fucking things nowadays, but he does say it's a cosmetic business. You got
it. Is.
I'd go back, but I look like shit. He thinks that's why they don't want him back, because he looks like shit.
Christian still has on the wrist cast. It's been like 3 months.
He's the
Iron Mike. Are they going?
He's the Iron Mike Sharp
dude,
of AEW Dynamite.
How long are we going to go with this shit, dude?
He's the Cowboy Bob Orton.
My God.
Of AEW.
But it's not even a hard cast. It's some limp dick cast. It looks like he hurt himself typing using a mouse.
Looks like he's got carpal tunnel.
He hit Y way too hard that afternoon. It's never been right since. In his fuck you letter, he hit that U with authority. This thing starts off with Lifeboy and Daniel Garcia coming from upstairs. They were just in the bowels of the building, and now they're coming from upstairs.
Well, the bowels of
the
building.
Where is this place?
The bowels of the building could have been the attic, for all we know.
Good God, man. Anyway, they come in. Cage and Copeland segment. We're 10 minutes into this, and it feels like a day. It felt like I had been here all day.
It does. It's just exhausting. It's exhausting.
Garcia gets in the ring, and I remember this clearly. He does some weird ass mush face thing to Cage in the corner, just like mushing his face like you would if you were a kid annoying your sister or brother.
Right.
What are we doing here? Copeland then gets beat up and gives the most, and then he gives the most, what the hell am I doing here? Look straight at the camera before they go to break. Did you see his look?
Yeah.
That was the look.
He's
It wasn't, I'm in pain, stop hitting me. It was, oh, shit.
Are we going to a break now? Fuck me. He's counting in months. October, supposedly, he's done when he go back to Canada.
We get a part where Danny headbutts his partner's nuts in the middle of the ring. I'm telling you, this was as good as it got.
Where's Mom at? And Nick, where's Mama Wayne and Nick Wayne? Where are they?
I was going to ask you the same thing. Where are they?
They're on Ring of Honor now. They just got demoted to Ring of Honor because Christian wasn't on TV. Talk about just shitting on somebody who was like upper mid card the whole time. It was an upper mid card act with Christian, and now they're just gone. That's like if the Judgment Day, if Liv Morgan gets hurt, everybody in the Judgment Day goes to main event, WWE main event, which is a internet show. That's what it's like. I don't understand how they work these things out.
This thing just, I don't know.
Daniel Garcia was asked for comment. He said,
I noticed that Christian Cage at one point in this match looked really slow and really stiff and really old. Yeah. He was not moving well, Bottles. He wasn't moving well at all.
Talk about not getting reps in. How often do these guys wrestle?
Maybe twice a month.
Yeah. Twice a month. It's horrible.
Anyway, they win with the spear and some other weird shot at the end. The dogs come out. The Clan come out to beat up Christian and Cope. Then the Bang Bus gang shows up. They all get into a schmoz, and we have to see.
Here comes Bambi Licorice to the ring. I see Shivani say Bang Bus gang. What the hell? Oh, my God.
Then we get a lot of the Collision recaps. This must have been where you fast forward.
Keep going. I got to let the dogs out.
That's fine. They kept going. We get a lot of Collision recaps. And I'm just thinking, wow, they're really pushing something going on over Collision right now. They're trying to get this show to get back and become relevant. We get an Elio Del Andrade package where he says, I am a man. What is El Elio? I am a man that is free from my bus. That's what I heard him say. I don't think that's what he said, but that's what it sounded like. I didn't know he was trying to get out of his bus. I don't know what happened.
Yes.
Did you hear him say I got free of my bus?
I probably fast forwarded through this. It's the show's just it did 786,000 viewers. The show did with this opening shit show that came out. I don't understand it. Who would see this and say,
I need more of this.
I need more of this. I got to keep watching. I like to know. I try to find the 15-minute, the quarter hours. The ratings.
They're impossible to find now.
They're impossible to find unless you subscribe to WrestleNomics. That's just the way it is.
Anyway, he gets to the ring. We move on to Renee Baguette with Andrade again, who says he will go through all of Don's family, but then shows he has MJF's ring. Okay.
Right. He's got MJF's ring still. Yes, he does. How you know?
Renee, wait, we're not done with Renee Baguette because when we come back, she's with Melrose Place. And Ping Pong, bunch of mid-80s porn stash guys into the area, and then they get attacked from behind. And C. I don't even know who the hell beat them up. I have no idea who they were. I have no idea who they are.
Ring of Honor guys. They just keep bringing it. They're bringing in people who aren't on TV to the main show. Well, people are saying that we shouldn't put these people just on Ring of Honor. They need to be on Dynamite too. Let's bring them over. But no introduction. Hi, everybody, this is Blake Christian. He is the...
I have no idea who these guys were.
He's the 120-pound champion from champion weight from Ring of Honor. Here he is, Blake Christian. We got Danny Avalon. He's the 7-Eleven Slurpee machine mechanic from Kedscocket, Ohio. Here he comes. It's the worst.
And did they beat up Melrose Place? And I don't understand what's going on.
Melrose Place is just dying to the vine. Willow's leaving now. So
Jake Daniels versus Andrade. Boy, this crowd is super silent. I needed it to get through this shit.
Jake Daniels, everybody. Or Jake something, or Jake Doyle, or whatever.
This crowd was dead when this thing started. It was dead.
I saw them wheel a few people out. That guy's turning blue. Get him out of here.
Andrade meets the OnlyFans plant that apparently is actually a wrestler. I don't know who she is.
No.
That's what I was told.
Glenn Taylor, 1834, with another $9.99. Laughing my fucking ass off. Laugh. Don popped me with his Copeland Christian match comments. It's just, he's absolutely correct with his comments.
Slow as shit. Slow with a cast.
Oh.
Why? Oh!
Just sluggish, man.
Happened. He nailed it. Anyway, they do the plant thing. Andrade takes off a shirt that has fuck MJF with red tape over it, and then fuck Don Callis. So that got the crowd back into it.
Mm-hmm.
Crowd was all excited to see that shirt with the red tape over it. You can figure out what it said.
Yes.
Here we go. Andrade does a backflip dive onto Daniels and gets the crowd back. He does the Three Amigos. Guess who wins?
Andrade.
Yeah, it wasn't Jack Daniels, that's for sure. Another recap from last week. Finger Chet shows them winning the title. They're all over this, so Finger Chet's the man now. They're pushing Finger Chet to the moon.
Finger Chet is Ricochet.
No, Finger Chet is the Bang Bang Man. Ricochet
IWC calls Ricochet Fingershay.
I call it ping pong. They
Ping
can call
pong.
them what they want. Tony Schiavone brings out Finger Chet, still has the MJF design. Interesting. And then the Bucks come out with the new belt to give him.
What's the difference?
They made a whole, I don't know. They made a whole thing about this, dude.
What is the difference?
They made a whole thing about this.
A black
You
leather
shouldn't
strap?
wear that's the difference.
What the fuck? They got bigger things to worry about, like trying to sell tickets for Wembley instead of swapping out belts. And how long is he going to have that belt? He's wrestling Kevin Knight.
Watch out. Anyway, the Bucks come out with the new belt. They put it on him and they say, "You're a big boy now. I'm a big boy. You're a big boy now."
Where's MJF?
That's a real good question, Bottles. That's a real good question. Where is MJF? Your biggest star loses the belt and disappears.
He's probably pushing. He's on the little press tour for that movie, The Floaters.
Oh, there's
That's
a lot
must
of floaters
see.
in this company.
Yeah. I'm not a nugget. Remember that?
I'm not a nugget. Oh, it's the best. One of the best Owen Hart segments ever. It was so good. The Bucks say you won it all on your own and you shouldn't have the Triple B, and Kenny makes the goof face. I can't describe it any other way. The goof face he makes when this happens.
Hello.
Exactly. This is all Friends Wrestling. And then a light bulb blows out overhead, which was the best part of this whole segment. The light bulb blew so loud that it caught on camera, and all three guys were like, "What the hell?"
That was God telling him, "All right, I'm going to give you 786,000 viewers this week. You better speed this shit up. This business better pick up. This show sucks ass right now, and it better improve, or I'm going to blow the roof off this building."
And then it gets worse. Kenny says the fans' belief made him champ again. And he says the fans are going to get the best Kenny that they've ever had. And then Billy Oceanspray appears. Tony just randomly leaves. They got him on camera looking back like, "I think I'll leave now." Again, the use of Tony Schiavone sometimes.
Did you see the battle that Tony Schiavone fought while he was in the ring? That hard-fought battle he had with his sport coat?
I didn't see it.
You said there was a shot from him from behind, and he looked like a rump roast tied up in butcher string. That's what he looked like in that sport coat, man. Good Lord Almighty! Who told him last
light
week
blowing?
Whose clothes are too tight, Thecla?
Yes,
your clothes are too tight.
Want to be? Anyway, out comes Oceanspray. He asks the Bucks to leave. He wants to have a face-to-face moment. This just falls apart. He says Kenny is his hero. He says, "Thank you."
We're going to go at it like Goku and Vegeta.
He didn't. Yeah, he makes a Japanese cartoon reference. I don't know where this is going. I don't watch this shit. I'm lost. Kevin Knight Rider comes out, says he's still owed a title shot, challenges Kenny, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on.
This is how you make a match for the main event of your pay-per-view you're having in 2 weeks. This is how they do it. Let's just have a match. I challenge you. Man. Come on. We're going to have a match. We're going to belt versus belt. We're going to fight.
This shit wouldn't end. Kenny then goes on to say he's been watching Knight Rider the whole time, and he was great, and he shouldn't be with Don Callis, and he should know. This was the never-ending story.
He said, "Can you get me William Daniels' autograph?"
I wrote down, "I'm in WWF circa 1994. Get me out of this. Get me out of this matrix." He keeps calling MJF Maxim. He couldn't. Kenny Omega could not say his name right. Could not say his first name. He kept calling him Maxim. Like he's a magazine. This thing doesn't stop. I'm going to fast forward my own notes. Knight calls out. Knight hits Kenny. Darby gets Knight. The Callis family comes out. The Clan appears. This shit was all over the map. If you think you're having a hard time following me, imagine how I felt watching this shit. This was all over the map. And yes, all these people came out at one point in time. The
This was
Clan, Knight, the Bucks, Shivani, Omega. Darby,
Shivani came out.
the Don Callis family.
Shivani came out, took a sport coat off. I'm going to straighten this shit out right now. His hair was doing this. Oh, I just cannot believe the Bush League product.
This was garbage.
Awful. I say it every week, dude. I say it every week. It's a televised indie show is what this is. That's all it is. A televised indie with a blonde sideline reporter that comes out and talks to nobody on camera. Talks to the camera. Talks to the crowd. Doesn't even talk to the crowd. She got her back to the crowd. I talked to John Moxley today. He said we need more milk.
This thing wouldn't stop. It wouldn't stop.
It's just ridiculous.
It's like he was throwing shit at the board and was like, that's stuck. Do that.
You remember the factions era of the Attitude Era?
Yes, I do.
Where it was actually before the Attitude Era actually went full tilt. They had all these different factions. Los Boricos. You had the DOA, Disciples of the Apocalypse.
Yep.
They were the biker gangs. You had Nation of Domination.
That's
sort of what this is like. Where all these factions are coming in.
Owen Hart, the Nation of Domination, is still one of the funniest things.
Yes.
Get the white Canadian over here. What the fuck? Oh God, good times. Jack Perry's segment is next. I don't know what's going on with this guy, but you can tell the push is coming. They're going to push him back. They pan the camera back, and the lizard man is holding the boom, the microphone boom. Thank you again, Glenn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Brody King and Bandito versus Camarato and Soho. I think that was his name. No, his name was Soho. This is bad. It's a squash match. I don't care.
Aaron Solo is the kid's name who took the pin. That was Bailey's old boyfriend. Bailey from WWE, by the way. Aaron Solo.
That's what I said. Somehow.
Did you see Bandito lift up that fat, hairy bastard, Nick Camarata?
I saw him put himself on his shoulders, and his arms were shaking so hard. That could have ended badly.
Nick Camarata. You got a guy who looks like Nick Camarata working for you, and he's never on TV. Just a hairy, wild Samoan type hair, fuzzy, muscular bastard. The land of the little people. That's the problem here. Go ahead.
Kyle Fletcher is with Baguette, and Bandito comes walking by after his match and sees his belt and gets all excited. Well, that's another belt I could get. You know where this is going. You know where this is going.
Sure.
If it sounds bad, it was worse on TV. It was even worse watching it in real time.
It's not good, Don.
Renee Baguette is with Kenny. Then Darby comes in. Then Moxley. Moxley finally shows up. Who just leaves. I don't know where this was going. I don't understand this. And this had to be pre-taped, in my opinion. There's no way this wasn't pre-taped. Renee brings out the birds. I have no idea why. They literally stole the blonde chick's gimmick. I forgot her name. The blonde chick. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. The one that was from Hollywood that hasn't been on TV now in months and nobody knows why she's gone. They stole her gimmick. They are doing her gimmick. No holds barred about it. Same thing. What's her name? Why can't I think of her name?
Who?
The blonde chick that hasn't been on TV in forever that went crazy with the Hollywood black and white.
Toni Storm.
Yes, Toni Storm.
Toni
Storm. Birds are stealing her gimmick, just ripping it right off.
The Brawling Birds?
Yeah.
Well, they're like boozing birds. They're like, hey, let's go get a pint and drink.
Block Larry. He said it was Jenna Jameson. No, sir.
Jameson. I like to see the Brawling Birds do that gimmick.
You're on timeout. Jericho is back, and he's back in his Painmaker outfit.
That'll really put asses in seats, to quote Tony Schiavone.
He gets booed because Ciampa's the hometown boy, who then gets cheered, and the crowd starts chanting Jerathol or something like that.
Geritol.
I think that's what they were chanting.
Geritol.
Yes.
Yes. And they're right. He needs to stop.
Darby Allin versus what?
If you were Jericho, why would you want to put yourself through all the pain of wrestling? Why wouldn't you just want to go ahead and tour with that shitty Kiss cover band that you've got and also tour with Fozzy? Just do these tours, these clubs, and make money that way. I'm sure he's made enough money over the years and invested well where he doesn't have to do this bullshit and risk his health anymore. He's one torn ligament away from dislocating his entire spine. He really is. He can hardly move. Why would you? Really, what I'm saying is, why would you want to subject us, the viewers, to another one of your fucking matches?
I said it years ago, and I'm going to stand by it. Chris Jericho will never have another meaningful match in WWE in his entire career.
And he replied, "Hey, Don, go fuck your ass."
He wasn't happy.
He wasn't happy at all.
Wasn't happy.
Did he block you, or he just was waiting for you?
Oh, he blocked me.
Oh,
he blocked me.
Okay.
He was angry.
Yes.
Darby versus a case of steroids, also known as Brian Cage. And the steroids literally took Darby Allin outside of the ring because they had a high entrance ramp that walked all the way to the ropes of the ring.
Oh, my God.
And threw him like a lawn dart at the post outside of the ring. Like a lawn dart. His head bounced off the post to where you could hear an audible ping. That's what it sounded like.
And he spun around. His whole body spun around because his head hit the post and the head kept going around this way. And he hit the ground and he rubbed his back of his head furiously on the ground. A lesser man, Don, would have been knocked cold.
A lesser man wouldn't have taken that stupid, or a better man wouldn't have taken that stupid spot, I should say. It's a meaningless, stupid spot. It does nothing for you.
I think his back was meant to hit that, not his head. But
I'm pretty sure his back was. I mean, his head was. But yes, if you've ever hit your head really hard, and everybody, it's the go-to move. And everybody does it. You start rubbing that son of a bitch like a 13-year-old in a room by himself. Just going after it. And that's what it was like. He was rubbing that head. You know he was in pain.
no,
that guy was
not doing
in
this.
lots of pain.
We're not doing this. We're not doing
He
this.
was in lots of pain. I'm just saying he was in a lot of pain.
How much pain?
And I don't understand why he takes these spots. I don't get it, man.
To stand out, he's got nothing else. He's got nothing else. He's not a good wrestler. He's got nothing else. He's a crash test dummy.
Scud, longtime fan of the show, had something to say about Jericho. I want to put this up real quick.
Without wrestling, it's just vodka and he's sitting there like Robert Duvall in Sling Blade, just bottles of vodka on the table next to him where the lamp is. Empty bottles of vodka.
He's Nicolas Cage in Leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah. Good Lord.
They announced right after this, Bandito versus Kyle Fletcher. So it's going to be at Redemption. Out of nowhere.
That's how they make
Every
matches.
time.
That's how they make matches here. There's no writing whatsoever. There's no build up.
Every time.
Nothing like that whatsoever.
You're a total idiot. You do something like this and totally redeem yourself. That John Denver's full of shit, man.
Let's have the guy with the mask who can't talk wrestle the Australian guy who's got the high pitched voice, and have the guy, the big 7 foot tall guy who drinks his own urine, stand on the outside of the ring. Why don't we do that? You know, why does Brody King get worked and Big Bill couldn't get arrested in this company?
I don't know. He's in with the right faction, I guess.
Well, he was
Challenger John says he's going to Dynamite in Nashville. Oh, I look forward to hearing that summed up. I look forward to hearing that.
Challenger John, I want you to video on your phone, whatever shit that's going down. Yes, anything that's
want it.
Just video the crowd next to you.
Anyway.
Video the people around you. I would just love to see that. We'll put it on the show.
Monet and others versus Willow, Haya, and I don't care. I don't care.
Maya
didn't give a
World.
shit.
Maya World.
Haya World.
High end. High end. High end. High end.
I don't want
Maya
Monet
World
wins the match.
and Willow Nightingale.
No,
Willow
Willow
got-
won the match, didn't she? Willow won.
No. Monet
Was
pinned
it Monet? Okay.
High end. They brought in High end, and High end got pinned. She was there to do the job. Now that means Willow.
One thing's for sure.
Yes.
Monet is not going to wrestle the Tickler. It is not happening. It's not happening.
Not happening at all. No.
I don't know what's going on, but that is not happening.
What I've heard was when Monet was making her world tour, she was over in Stardom before the Tickler got signed, and Tickler and Monet got into it backstage. That's what I heard. And Monet does not want to work with the Tickler. It seems the Tickler's drunken gimmick is a real thing. When her matches are over, she sits in the back and just, where's J.R.? Where's the great goose? That's right. She's Austrian. I'm
Nicolas
sorry.
Cage
She's
from
not
a movie.
Austrian.
You don't say.
Yeah. That's what's going on. She's Willow's there to wrestle Tickler for that belt, that redemption. And then Monet gets the winner, and it won't be Tickler. It will be Willow Nightingale. And they don't even talk about Tickler versus Willow Nightingale. They don't even mention that.
No. We got wrestling in 24 hours. I appreciate everybody for showing up. I appreciate everybody for watching this. Hope everybody has a good Monday.
Is it over?
It's over.
I want to quote one thing.
Go ahead.
Tony Khan
These
once said in an interview in 2019 when he started AEW. He said, you can't pay every talented person in the business. Your company will go under quick. You can't hire every person you like, and you can't hire everyone you think is good. That's what he said in 2019 when he was building AEW.
No shit. Then why does WWE get so much shit for letting people go?
That's true.
I'm just saying.
And Monet said about the Tickler and Willow Nightingale, one hides behind a fake little poison, and the other hides behind a fake little smile. But neither of you can hide when that bell rings. She said that on Collision.
Oh.
Last night.
Getting a little personal.
Yes, she doesn't like the Tickler at all, pal. But everyone loves Willow Nightingale.
I know one guy that didn't like Willow Nightingale.
Who's that?
Till next week, Gordon Soley saying so long from the Sunshine State.